Yeah, if you invite me.
I did.
Okay. There we go. I just got it. Broadcast has been stopped.
Yeah, because I'm on, there you go. You can see it, right?
Yeah. It's now just loading up, so... Uno momento.
Right, just 1 second, just let me invite his friend to the party, because...
Solution's finally kicking up.
Is that better, yeah?
Yeah, I'm like 5 or 10 seconds behind for latency, but yeah, everything is looking great. I can see what.
What?
Yeah, just accept the invite.
Accept what invite?
So it's 16 or about 17-second delay.
So you want to make your YouTube channel? I'm watching YouTube. I want to watch this from my phone.
Yeah, no, hold up. Should we go by username for now? For people in the party, should we go username?
Yeah.
Okay, just because Luffy's in here and he's a little kid, we're gonna go by username for Luffy. Alright, Luffy, you don't actually have to go to YouTube per se to watch a stream. If you go to the party, click on Steve's name.
Yeah, I know what to do. I just wanna watch it on YouTube because I got my phone.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, this is the desert, right?
Yeah, that's the desert area.
The Council of Humanity has a message for all of our brave androids fighting on the surface. Currently, our struggle against the machine life forms is at a stalemate. This battle has raged for far too long. I am sure all of you find the
I'll take it. I can run through this tunnel.
But now is not the time to give up. Now, more than ever, we must forge on.
No.
Remember that several 100,000 humans on the moon want nothing more than to return to Earth. Glory.
There we go, Luffy's now watching.
Those council broadcasts are always so stiff.
No, you're not going through the pipe. You're not going through the pipe. You just keep following the outer map and everything.
Well, what's that up there? It's gotta be.
Yeah, you want to go. What you want to do is you want to go for that like orange diamond. Because it's the person you want to talk to there. And you talk to them, they'll open up the huge area ahead of you, and then you'll be able to continue going.
Hey, our leader told me all about you. It's Jackass. Nice to
So the live stream is actually working. So I actually got it working.
Guess that means we
Yeah, everything's working for you right now. I'm like 17 seconds behind, so whatever you're doing on your screen, like imagine like waiting 17 seconds or so, and I'll be able to tell you exactly what you do if you need me to give you advice.
I'm 2 minutes behind.
How many seconds are you behind, Luffy?
About 2 minutes or something, he said.
That also might be because he just started watching right now, so it might be starting the stream right from the very beginning.
Yeah, it's really like, cause Steve, like, how long ago was that explosion at the wall?
About 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, I'm so long ago. 13 or 13?
About 30 seconds ago, I blew the wall. Like.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, you're about 20 seconds behind Luffy, because I just timed it.
It's not fluffy. I mean, it's not fluffy, it's fluffy.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
I don't call you Fluffy, I call you Luffy, as in, like, Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece.
Oh. I thought you said fluffy. I'm hearing an F. I'm sorry.
Oh, by the way, just to let you know, Fluff, your voice can be heard on YouTube, right?
Yes, sir. I know it is, because I made it that way.
Oh, no, I made it that way, you mean? Because when I created the broadcast, it means everybody in the party can be heard.
No, I can mute my mic.
Actually, what you can do, Luffy, is you can actually go to your party settings and make it so people who are either recording videos.
I have that on. I have that on. That's why. Yeah. I have that on. What am I gonna listen to?
Actually, Luffy, you mind turning your mic sensitivity down just 1 or 2 notches? It's coming across pretty loud on YouTube.
Careful.
I'm good.
We've got enemies approaching.
My God, this game's huge.
Oh, this is nothing. You think this is huge? This is nothing.
These machines are talking.
Yeah, I heard from the Resistance that they've been seeing this a lot lately. Couldn't tell you why, though.
Actually, I just realized something. Since Luffy's watching, we can't do the fan service stuff.
Yeah.
Remember, you need to do the dodging. Remember? Dodge?
Evade, yeah. What the... What exactly am I looking for here?
If you want a hint as to how to get to your, like, the proper part of the objective that you want to be doing right now, if you go to the big map and you look as to where you entered the desert, if you follow the right wall, the objective that's along the right wall is basically where you want to go.
Oh wow, that really does work really well with that evade, doesn't it?
Yeah. Actually, I just realized, Steve, because of how you fight, it might actually not be a bad idea for whenever you start getting into chipsets for you to actually use Shockwave. Because you always seem to be attacking from a little too far away. So if you use Shockwave, you'll be able to still use your sword slices at a distance.
Hypothesis. Jamming caused by enemies in local vicinity.
Yeah, it might be an idea for me actually. To use the shockwave as well.
Yeah, because if you want to go for a build like what I've got, because mine is my build for whenever I play on my main profile, my build is pure freaking up close carnage. So whenever I'm up close, every bit of damage I'm doing is helping heal me, as well as every bit of damage I take. There's a 35% chance that all of it can be returned as health instead of taken as damage. So for me, it's like I'm meant to be up close, personal, and constantly dealing damage. That's how I stay alive. But you, since you're still new to it, if you can find a shockwave chip, it might not be a bad idea for you to try and use it. Alright, if you want to get through this mission quick, that objective that's kind of like, out of the 3 objectives, if you're to put them so one of them's in front of you, one's to your left, one's to your right, The objective you want to be going towards is the one that's towards your right. That's your quickest one, unless you want to be trying to get XP right now and level your character up. Otherwise, you can go to every other objective. But if you want to go through story mode quicker, the one on the right.
Well, yeah, I want the XP as well to level up my character as well, I think. So.
Fair enough.
So how's the picture running on the YouTube part?
Everything's looking absolutely amazing. It's probably not nearly as sharp as playing the game itself, because the game, like when you're playing the game, it's all in 1080. But if you're watching on YouTube, highest PS4 can go right now is 720 for live streaming. But as it is right now for 720, it's really damn good.
How do I watch it from YouTube?
Well, if anything, you'd have to figure out what Steve's channel is. And,
Steve, what is your YouTube name?
Hang on a minute, dude. Hang on. I can send you broadcast. Hang on. Invite players to broadcast, and then.
No, Steve, I don't want to watch a broadcast. I have my phone here and I'm playing a game. I'm watching the broadcast on my phone.
Yeah. So how do I find what YouTube it is?
YouTube account name.
Just my Chelsea one. Chelsea080586's, no? Or my name,
yeah,
which is Steve McKenzie.
The same one you've got linked as your account, so it'd probably be just your PlayStation one.
Yeah. So probably go looking for it. You'll probably find it.
Roll.
Where the fuck is that objective, man? I was running towards that one and then all of a sudden it disappeared. I didn't see it. Desert Expanse is massive. Oh, it's over here.
Oh, yeah. I think the one you're running for, you actually started running away from.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if you end up coming across things that look like little, like if they have blinking lights on them, they're bomb runners. So stay the fuck away from them and use your gun pod. That's why I always try to teach you to always lock onto your opponents, because the gun runner, like the bomb pods, if they get too close, they can pretty much insta kill you, especially at your level.
That's a chest right there. Hold on.
Yeah, one thing you'll probably notice when you're trying to use your gun pod, if you lock on, everything seems to scatter like a shotgun. While if you end up just free aiming it, it seems to just go in a straight stream. I think the reason why it does that is so it promotes you to get in closer, so you can also melee while you're shooting. So that's my theory.
Oh wait.
Well, I think this is first time you ever seen Nier Automata, isn't it? Fluff?
What'd you say?
This is the first time you would have seen Nier Automata, right?
I don't know what that is.
That's the game he's streaming.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it if it's the first time he's seeing it. I mean, it's an M17 game. Or I guess over in UK there, it's probably like Peggy 18.
I think I know what Steve looks like.
Oh, probably. He ended up streaming a minute ago earlier, and he ended up accidentally including his face cam.
Bro, did I die twice? That's rude. You've got no hair.
Actually, speaking about that, Steve, if you want to keep your anonymity on the internet, you might want to delete that video later.
Yeah, how do I delete that?
Right.
You just
Chelsea.
go on your YouTube channel with your phone or something, and then go over to your videos your videos, and then you can end up going to the options and delete that video.
Yeah, can't you just edit it out though?
No, he can't. If you want, the way you're thinking about editing, Luffy, there is people who play on PC can end up doing post-edit stuff, but that's all stuff that they do before they end up uploading to YouTube. Once it's on YouTube, you can't really do much for it other than put like music tracks in or blank out certain audio. So I know when I ended up back when I was like 13 or 14, I ended up starting up my YouTube channel, and there's an old style game called Ace of Spades. It's now on Steam, but there's a beta for it that anybody could play for free as long as they downloaded the client. And it was always called Ace of Spades Retro. And anybody who ended up playing that, it was pretty fun. But I digress. I ended up playing some 3 Days Grace music, and it just helped drown out the sound of the freaking, you call it, the exhaust fan, the cooling fan on my laptop, because it was loud as all hell. So I ended up playing some music, and about, I think it was about a week after I uploaded it, it got a copyright strike, and the only way I could end up doing anything about it was either dispute the claim, or I think I disputed it. They then ended up going in and saying, like, okay, if you do not let us claim any ad revenue on this, we're gonna have a guideline strike against you. So I was like, okay, screw it, fine, whatever, just do what you want. And so for a while, they actually muted all the audio in my videos, and then after I ended up saying, fine, do whatever you want, they ended up making it so they got the money off the video and anything else, and I ended up getting all the audio back. And Steve, I just noticed now a couple of the things you picked up from that group of enemies you just killed, those were a couple of chipsets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I saw an HP up +2 in there, so that would increase your max health a little bit, and I think I saw a vengeance one.
It's heading for that rocky area.
Individual target ID marked.
So I picked up a chipset, so how do I find out that? Or where do I go for that?
If you want to do your chipsets, you go pause menu, go to skills, go to plug-in chips, and then each chipset, like each chip falls under a different category.
I got a taunt up, whatever it is.
Pardon?
Taunt up 2 or something like that.
HP up +2, I believe, falls under the support ones.
Yeah, but that was taunt up I got. That was that one there.
Oh, taunt up is that, yeah, taunt up +2 and all that. Taunt up basically allows you, if you end up, if you taunt the enemy, it'll cause them to go into a rage, which will then make them do more damage, but also take more damage. I wouldn't say it's all that great, because since you're not all that great at evading, if it's a higher power enemy and you taunt them, you're screwed. But as you can see, if you look at the bottom of your screen, it tells you exactly what each chip does. Oh, another thing I just noticed, you don't have your auto use item on. You might want to do that.
What did I just do with that auto use? Oh, turn it on.
Yeah.
Or at least leave that taunt off for now.
Yeah, leave the taunt off. If you want to, as it stands right now, you can still taunt enemies, and you can end up doing more damage to them while you're taunting them. However, you want to, how do I put this? The way you do it is you end up hitting, I think it's L3 to turn your gun pod's light on and off. If you keep doing that a couple of times, the enemy's head will start glowing like molten red, because, like, you know, their machines, they heat up because they're angry, and that's when you'll be able to really notice that you taunted them. They'll end up going into a berserk, and they'll do a little more damage, but you'll be able to do more damage to them. The chipsets end up just increasing the amount of extra damage you do, but it also increases how much damage the enemy does as well.
All right. So it's like a berserk status, right?
Yeah. It's like MMOs. If you end up taunting an MMO game like World of Warcraft or something,
What a fucking
will cause the enemy. What's up?
They must have gone down here then.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Just remember, if you're not sure where you need to go,
I'm just following that little red diamond for now.
Yeah, always follow the red diamond for your main objectives. If you want to change what you're following immediately, you can always go to the pause menu, go to your missions, and then you can change your active mission. But I think right now, since you've done everything you need to do at the moment, you'd end up changing it. Oh, also, another thing you want to do, since you're going up to these buildings, go to the channel on the left instead of the right. If you go to the left, you'll end up finding a save station up there.
So up here, yeah?
Give me a couple seconds to be able to follow along.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, I got it. It's here.
Yeah. Yeah, remember, whenever you're going to use something like your pod's program, like that big laser you shot, remember, you always want to lock on, because trying to aim that stuff freehand, not the greatest. Though, if you hold down L1, you can actually aim it better. And if you end up getting a different pod program, like that hammer one I ended up recommending to you earlier, if you end up getting more pods, like you unlock more of the pods later, or you find them really. If you find more pods and you charge up the pod item with L1, you actually get your other pods coming in, and they'll end up being able to do the attack as well. It'll increase the amount of time you have to wait before you can use it again, but you can end up having more burst damage.
What the fuck did that thing go?
Actually, I just realized something. If you go to your, I think I ended up seeing earlier that you had another set of chips that you unlocked from killing enemies. If you go to your chip sets and just sit in like the main aisle of it, like where it says like your equipped chips, your attack chips, defense chips, support chips, and all that. I think I ended up seeing that you had attack chips unlocked.
Intel system. No.
Not Intel, it's under skills. Did you have a couple of attack chips unlocked?
Attack chips. Shockwave.
There. You tell me. Give me a couple seconds to follow along. I need to see exactly how many slots that takes up.
10.
If anything, if it takes. Okay. If you're on your Type A one, since you ended up putting in that one chip, your one system chip for the sound graph bar, you can take out the sound graph one and actually activate your shockwave one. And trust me, since you like to swing your sword when you're a little far away, that will make everything a lot easier for you.
Take which one out?
It'll be under your equipped or your system chips, and it'll be sound graph, I think.
Soundwave.
Yeah, not Soundwave. It'll be sound waves. Yeah, you want to take out the sound waves one.
Remove that. And then
you just remove that. Yeah, and then equip shockwave. That'll end up, because remember earlier when you were swinging your sword, how you ended up shooting out like little waves or whatever that hit the enemy?
It cannot be equipped in this spot, so what the fucking hell am I?
Go to equipped chips, because since you took out one chip, you have a random gap, but everything else needs to be moved back up a little bit so you can move it to the bottom.
What do you mean?
Okay, go to equipped chips, and then you'll notice how on the right, like on the actual like big freaking bar right in the middle, it'll tell you all like the little chips are lined out. Go down to the one that's like right above that yellow one, and then click on it, and then instead of saying remove, say move, and then move it up one slot.
So which one's that?
I believe that is your it would be the one right above auto use +1.
HUD control.
Yeah, your HUD control.
Move.
Yeah, and then move, and then it'll now be over to the actual bar in the middle. Move it up to that grayed out spot that's right above it. That's like, it'll be right in the middle there. Just move it up one spot, and then you can go down to auto use, move it up one spot, then you'll have enough room to put in your shockwaves.
I don't know if that moved it or not, so...
Oh yeah, you moved everything perfectly just like you needed to, and now you'll be able to put shockwaves in.
Right.
Actually, I think you might have accidentally removed the one. yeah, you did remove one of your HUD controls.
Oh shit.
So you might have to go back to system chips, go to HUD, and then put that one back in. And then when you go to put it in, you'll be able to tell whether or not you're above like your yellow or your red or your browns. Go and bring it up so that it's the point that it's on your yellow, and then move your yellow down so that it doesn't have any of the brown ones in it anymore. And then that'll be on your shockwaves, and then move your shockwave down.
Alright, HUD control is back in there. It's on the brown one already.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess, yeah, I should probably be live streaming this to teach you, shouldn't I?
Oh, that's alright. I'm learning.
Yeah. If anything, hell, you could probably end up, when you get out to your chipset list, where you can go chipset A, B, or C, you could probably go to chipset A and then hit optimize. Actually, no, oh shit, I just realized it'd be at the bottom of it. When you ended up going to the whole entire chipset list, you go chipset A, customize, and at the very bottom it said optimize. Oh, another thing I just realized, this area you're fighting in right now, you're gonna end up finally seeing a large machine life form. You've seen like the small guys, now you're fighting medium-sized guys, and you're about to see a large-sized guy. Have fun with that.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, he's a big fucker.
What the fuck is he?
For him, you can find, you can read up on the data about like the lore behind them, the big guys. But what you want to do is, whenever you can, try to get to his sides and attack his arms. He will attack you, and he hits hard, so get ready to start dodging away. But if you can attack his arms, you can actually break off some of the plating on his arms, do a little bit of damage there, jump up in his face, start slashing at him while you're in the air. And when you do that, you'll end up busting the pod on his back, which makes it so you can't do a bullet storm thing like you just did a couple seconds ago. And then he'll be resorted to melee only and other little things, and you should be okay. But if you end up seeing him doing that move where he starts spinning his arms, step away. There you go. Alright, I'll be right back. You can continue doing your streaming and stuff.
Makes them choose these words.
These are android bodies.
Hypothesis. They were killed by local machine life forms.
What are they doing here?
Unknown.
It's like they were gathered here. There it goes!
They don't give up. Run. Run. Must run.
Multiple machines detected ahead. But what's with these android bodies?
Stay focused.
Child. Child. Child.
What is this?
My love. My love.
Don't listen to them, 2B.
Together forever. Together forever. Carry me. Carry me.
They don't have any feelings. They're just imitating human speech.
Alright, I'm back,
Let's take
Steve.
them out.
How's everything going?
I'll get you on this.
Alright, well, Steve, I'll be back in a
Kill the androids. Kill. Destroy. I love you. Kill. Hatred. Pain. Slaughter. This cannot continue.
Not sure if you heard, I'm heading off for a couple minutes.
Yep.
Probably about 20 minutes.
This cannot continue. 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 This cannot continue.
What's happening?
An android?
No. This is a machine.
Why fight? Sword. Dodge. Projectile. Deflect.
I think he's evolving. We better finish this quick.
Not another one.
We gotta get out of here! Come on! Through that hole! Stopped. Looks like we're safe now.
What the hell just happened?
I know. I've never seen a machine like that before. We better report this to command. Let's move to an area with better reception so we can contact command. Should be able to reach command here. 9S to bunker. Do you copy?
I read you, 9S. Go ahead.
Operator, we just encountered a pair of humanoid machines. We weren't able to capture them, but I have combat data ready for upload.
Understood. Ready to receive.
Hopefully you can get something out of it. I think we've earned a breather. Say 2B? I was hoping we could talk about our next move. I'm worried about the damage we took in that last battle with the machines. Maybe we should return to the resistance camp to resupply and conduct maintenance?
All right, let's go back.
You got it.
Oh my god.
Did you say you needed help on Destiny?
Yeah, but I'm gonna finish this game and then I'm gonna put my PS4 back in my room and then I'll help him. And then I need your help on Destiny.
Well, I'll come and help you on Destiny in a bit, alright? Because I'm just gonna finish this off. Like.
Oh, went solid, Scooby.
I thought Forrest would have been here.
Me too.
Sorry, I've not been trying to ignore you, Fluff.
What do you mean?
No, if you thought I was ignoring you or something like that.
Nope, I left.
Operator to 9S.
This is 9S. Go ahead.
I have an incoming message for 2B and 9S from the commander. Initiating playback. 2B, 9S. We've lost contact with several Yorha units that were on their way to the surface. Their black boxes are online, so we presume they're still alive. We've tracked the location of their signals, so I need all Yorha units on the surface to head over and investigate. End transmission.
I heard something about that back at the resistance camp.
Target location confirmed. I'm worried about the other androids. We should probably check this out as soon as possible.
Wow. Where was he even at?
Sorry?
Okay, of course. I get sniped like from like 89 meters. I don't know where the guy is.
Of course you got sniped at 89 meters.
I'm right back. I'm gonna go put my PS4 back in my room.
Alright.
Looks like our surface route's been cut off. Maybe we can get through from underground. So 2B, those machines out in the desert look just like androids, right?
Right.
But we androids were modeled after our human creators. So why would machines try to look like us?
There's no point trying to work out unsolvable problems.
I suppose.
What are those? What the?
Wow, this is weird.
Let's be happy together.
This gate isn't going to open. Maybe there's another way around. Where does this corridor lead? We're getting resistance signals from that building over there.
We need a way through.
Let's look around for a route we can take.
Excuse me.
Stevie Wonder.
Hello.
I am back.
Hello.
Oh, I see you made it past that, the friggin' Atom without a problem.
Yeah. I now don't know where I'm going, though.
You don't know where you're going?
Nope. I know where I'm trying to get to and can't get there.
Alright, go to your map.
Because I've ended up going down through tunnels and sewers.
Oh, okay. Go back into the sewers, then go back into the sewers. There's a weapon I can get you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know how the tunnel ends at where you went up?
No, I haven't.
You know how like when you went up, like up from the sewers, how there's that spot that you ended up going up at because it looked like it caved in at the end of that tunnel, right next to the ladder.
What, this one? No.
Just the stream's catching up, so just sit at the ladder.
All right. Well, I'll wait for you then, because I'm at the ladder where I just come down.
All right. Okay, if you're facing the ladder, you notice how the tunnel off to your right continues on. You can actually keep going, and there's another ladder you can go up, and you can go up there and get a weapon. I think it's a spear.
This one?
I don't know. Give me a second. Yeah, have you gone up that ladder?
This is a forest place that I've entered now.
Yeah, you'll end up seeing a tree with a bunch of chains around it.
Ooh.
Go in there, there should be a white spear. I think it's a white spear.
You've attained the virtuous dignity.
Yeah. It's a spear, right? Or is
Yeah.
it gloves? Okay.
No, it's like a spear or a sword or something.
Yeah, it's a white spear, right?
Yeah, it was glowing white. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that is actually one of I think it's 8 legendary weapons.
Oh, really?
Because, yeah, there's a set. There's your sword, your short sword, your long sword. Those are both white, right? And how there's the virtuous contract, the virtuous something or other.
Ancient
they're both
overlord.
virtuous. Yeah, so you got your
Spears.
short sword, your long.
Virtuous
yeah,
dignity was a spear.
Yeah, so you got the virtue. There's one for each weapon category. There's your swords, then you got your spear, then you got the combat bracers.
Yeah.
And you can find one of each somewhere throughout the rest of the world. Once you get to, there's this part after this where you end up having to fight what's called a forest king. Once you get around there, I can kind of tell you where to go to find it. But I think it's like the virtuous something or other, but it's a pair of gauntlets that are like gloves that you can use for punching. And there's a bunch of white ones, like what you just got, and then there's also the set of black ones you can get. If you notice the sword that's on 9S's back, that's only one of the dark weapons you can find in the world.
Wow.
And yeah, and you can get like a long sword somewhere, I can't remember where you get it, and then you can get a dark spear and a set of dark gauntlets as well. And
nice.
There's a spoiler warning, well actually no, more of a mechanic warning to you. You know how you can go to the weaponsmith guy, the guy in the village, like the resistance camp, to upgrade your weapons? He can only upgrade your weapons to level 3. You have to find a legendary weaponsmith to get them up to level 4. And once you end up going after the Forest King, you can find him in the Forest King's castle, and he'll actually talk about, like, he'll notice the swords on 2B's back and be like, oh, those are swords that my master made. He ended up making like 8 legendary weapons, and you can find them throughout the world. And it's like a bit of a plot line you can follow. I personally have yet to get all the weapons. I think I'm just missing one, and I think it's a set. I think it's the Dark Spear.
All right.
Yeah, it's really cool.
There's where I'm supposed to go.
Hold up. Let me get back to my TV and catch up. So I'm guessing you're looking at your main objective because you're at the carnival, right?
I've been at the carnival and I can't fucking get around there. I don't know how. I'm lost.
Yeah, you tried going up to the main gate and it says you can't go in?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you notice how if you go back down one set of stairs, it has like an offshoot left and right?
Right, do I need to go back to that carnival place then, yeah?
Yeah, you go back to the carnival place. But you'll notice if you look at your big map that you've got that area that's right in front of the gate that you can't get past, and then you've got an area that you can go down that has streets off to the left and right. If you're looking at the castle you're trying to get to, you go off to the right street and then you follow the back alleyways until you can get to that save point you see on the big map.
I can't remember, is this the one?
I have to catch up.
So the live stream works a bit better for you then? Than the...
Yeah, like...
No, this is where I originally came in.
I've got a bit more of a delay. I've got a bit more of a delay than SharePlay, but SharePlay is also more of a chance of it, you know, cutting out.
But this one hasn't cut out, has it? I don't think.
Nope. Its quality is degenerated 1 or 2 times, but then it's gone back to normal, and I think the delay's increased a little bit, but that's it. So go follow the tunnels back, get to the end of the tunnels, all that fun shit, and get back to the carnival.
Carnival's here.
Okay, I'm waiting to catch up.
There's a path that shoots from here.
So since you're already at the carnival, go up to like the main gate, like that big gate you've been trying to get past but can't.
Maybe there's another route.
And actually, you'll notice it. I'm just following right now. On my end, you just went past that little statue at the first square. But after you go up the first set of stairs, you can go left or right, and if you go right and you keep following your mini map, you'll see that there's like little back alleys you can follow. If you follow all the back alleys, then you end up coming to an more open area that'll end up taking you to an area that lets you get to the castle.
Can't get through here either.
Okay, I think we need to go share play for a minute. So you can end your stream.